The dog days of summer are here, and it's about time we talk about hydration packs. We're talking about the Salomon ADV Skin 5. Welcome back to the channel. I am Cody with The Shoe with Cody, and today we got ourselves a good one. We are talking about the Salomon ADV Skin 5, their hydration pack. I've had this for a little while now, and I've been putting this through the ringer, doing a lot of trail runs, road runs, you name it, been putting this through the ringer, and I have a lot to say. Today, I'm gonna talk about the fit, the good, the bad, and if I think you should buy this and what I would use this for. Salomon has been my go-to pack for quite some time. I've tried others, but Salomon definitely stands out the most to me personally. The way it fits me, the way it works, and the changes they made to the new version are definitely good, and I want to make sure you guys are well aware of those changes before you buy. Now, before I dive into all this goodness, I do need to point out this was sent to me by Salomon, but they have no idea what I'm going to say in this video, and they have no control over any of my content. I also have a big favor to ask you all. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it definitely helps the channel. Now let's sit back, relax, and let's talk about hydration packs. All right, to kick this video off, I'm going to talk about the fit, and honestly, I am 9.5, 9 or 5'10", give or take. I'm not the biggest guy out there, and I'm about 160 to 165. So my weight does fluctuate, and I found that the men's medium fits me perfect. I have no issues at all when I'm putting this on. Again, I've used this for roads and I've used this for trails, and it just gets a really good lockdown in. I'm not having no issues at all, as I can't put it on right now, but let me try that again. So again, when you put this on, I'm not having any issues at all with the fit. Again, I am about 165, might be a little bit more right now after my vacation down the shore. I don't have the biggest chest, but I do, as you can see, fits me really nicely. The one thing I like about this one is it's all very much adjustable. So there you go, put them in there like that. Got the zipper, and it fits really nicely. Really no issues at all. Again, I wear a medium, and I'm very happy with that. Even when I do put the little bladders right here, no issues at all. These little flasks, I should say, not bladders. And one thing to note, I don't really ever run with a bladder, but I do run with stuff in the back of it. So I have had rain jackets, emergency blankets, a couple kind of medical stuff in there, and it works really nicely. The fit, again, I wouldn't recommend going up. If you wore like a medium, I wore in a medium and all Salomon vest, I highly recommend go with your normal size. I'm glad I did. I'm not disappointed in it because, again, when I'm running, the big thing for me is, especially out on the trails, when I'm changing elevation and all over the place, I don't want bouncing. In this right here fits perfectly. If I need to tighten it up, boom. It tightens up, no issues at all. I think if I want to, I've tried a small before. I was like, ugh, squish. It was not happy with that one. And I've tried a large, and I just couldn't get it. This thing was all the way in. So again, men's medium works really nicely for me. Again, I got the 2 flasks right here. I usually fill them both up with water when I'm going out because it's hot right now. No bouncing, no chafing, no issues at all. Now, because I'm a positive guy, I'm going to start with the positives. And honestly, Salomon always knocks it out of the park for me. They really do. The one thing I'm actually going to talk about first is the bottle shape. They changed it slightly. So I don't know if you guys can see, it's like a little bit of a slant. So when it sits here on the pack, it's easier to get to. I like that. It's a minor change. Again, it is not a big change, but it is a minor one that I really like. It makes it easier getting down there. I also am not having it poke me the whole time, which is kind of cool. I've never really had a huge issue, but there was one race I did, Ithaca, the Cuyahoga 50, where one time I didn't get it in properly, and I could feel the poking, and I did have to pull over and kind of just make sure I was adjusted and make sure I'm good to go. So again, Salomon, I'm a huge fan of that. The other thing that I've noticed that they changed a little bit is the materials right here. So this is going to sit right here on your arm. The materials are a little bit different than my previous version, and I'm good with that. Not that I ever got really bad chafing there, but I do like running without a sometimes without a shirt and sometimes with tank top. And sometimes with a pack, I was worried about that. I would get a little bit more rubbing. As you can see right here, It's just a different material. It's more see-through. It's a little bit more coarse. And that was the previous version I was running in. This one, you can see it's just different materials, and I like it a whole lot better, just personally. The pockets are very much the same. You got a nice big pocket right here. This is a zipper, and I'm okay with that. The one thing I like about this version compared to the previous one is this is a pocket that doesn't expand. I've had other ones where this one big zipper pocket opens up to these other pockets. And the reason why I don't like that is when I'm running, I'm putting my keys there and I'm putting money in there. And I don't want that getting lost. You do not want to be stuck on a trail without your keys. So again, I like that they made this more of like an isolated pocket this time instead of just one big pocket. Again, I talked about the little holders right there for the water. I like where they're at compared to the previous years. It just works a little bit nicer. This one had like a big plastic piece. This one they made a little bit smaller, easier to grab, honestly, and it's a little bit more sturdier. And I really, really enjoy that. You still get the big pockets here. I still have a used gel. Here, again, still get those big pockets. I could put, last time I ran, I think I put like 8 gels in there. Both sides, no issues at all. I'm not feeling the bouncing. I don't feel like they're about to fall out. I get them extremely secure, no issues at all. The other nice thing is there's a back pocket right here. You can kind of see it's a little see-through. You can stash your rain jacket in there. Easy to get out. The reason why I like that is it's really nice because it secures there. It's not like the biggest one. So if you have a huge puffy jacket, you might have issues, but your typical rain jacket, it fits in there really nicely. And one thing I don't like when I'm running is something bouncing on my lower back. So there is no issues with that. It sits there really nicely, no issues at all. One thing I want to point out, I don't run with a bladder. So this review, I'm not going to have any information about running with a bladder. I've done it in the past. I don't love the sensation. Again, I don't really love it on my back. But I have put a bunch of stuff in the pack. Again, I've had an emergency blanket. I've had some medical stuff when I've gone long out, and I really like it. No issues at all. The last thing I'm going to point out is I like the colors. I like the color. I love this colorway. It looks really nice. It looks really slick out there, out on the trails. Again, that's Vane, and I know you all are like, well, Cody, who cares? It's just colors. I care. I like a good color. I like a pack that works really nicely with me. Again, for me personally, the fit is on point. The functionality is on point, and honestly, that's what you want when it comes to a pack. This is exactly what you want from a pack. You do not want to be fidgeting with that. You do not want to be getting chafing. Like the material updates, again, overall, I'm really happy with the updates they made to the ADV Skin 5. With the good, you do know there has to be some bad, and honestly, there's not a lot of bad. The only one I'm going to point out is, so I said I love the material updates they made because it helps with chafing, which is perfect. I'm telling you, you do not want to be out on a long trail run and getting chafing, especially in the armpit area. Once you get it, your run's just going to suck. I'm going to be blunt with you all. I've had it before. If you get chafing in the armpit area, it sucks. You don't want it that. So I love the material updates they made, but the one thing I do have to point out, it's summer here in Pennsylvania right now. It runs a little hot. Now, a lot of packs are going to run a little bit hot. I do think with some of the updates they made, the materials, I'm just gonna point it out, this one was a little bit more airier. You can kind of see through it. This one, not so much. So I do find this one to be a little bit more, it's a little bit warmer. It's not unbearable by any means, and I've had no issues, but I do have to point that out when you are looking for a pack. If you're going, you know, in the desert or whatever situation is, I did find that the run a little bit warm. And again, it's a pack. You're wearing a pack. The more gear you have, the more, less ventilation it's going to have. But I do need to point that out. And honestly, guys, that's it for me. That is it. That is it. I've logged hundreds of miles in this thing so far. Roads, trails. I've just been beating the crap out of this. I really have. I've just been beating the crap out of it. And really the only thing that stands out now that it's getting hotter out is that it's a little bit warmer and it does soak up my sweat. I'm a sweaty man. I am a sweaty guy, and it definitely soaks up my sweat. Not a deal breaker, but it is something I do need to point out. You heard the good, you heard the bad, and now you want my verdict. Should you buy this running vest? And honestly, for $145, I believe that's what it is, this thing is freaking awesome. The reason why I love it is not only that it's functional, it fits me amazing, but I can tell you, this is my old version of it, and it still holds up. So Salomons are built like a freaking tank. Salomon's hydration packs, they figured it out. So this one I've worn for multiple ultras, and it's still kicking. I've worn this for multiple runs, long runs, falling on the trails, and they just hold up. So again, the value for $145 is freaking insane. That is one thing I love about it. The durability is just off the charts. It fits me extremely well. I love it comes with 2 little flasks, and I love the shape of the new flask. It just gets the job done. Again, if you're living in extremely hot weather areas, that's something to keep in mind. Put in the back of your mind, it does run a little bit warm, but honestly, for the most part, it didn't bother me. I know I'm gonna be sweaty, I'm gonna be hot out there. I've gone out with just kind of a waist water bottle holder as well, and I'm still a sweaty mess. So I don't necessarily always think it's the pack that's doing it. It's just kind of personally who I am. But again, for everything you get for $145, it's just really nice. Love the fit, no chafing, and a ton of storage if you plan on doing like honestly, if you're doing a 50K up, if you're having pacers out there, they're in a support crew, can go up to a 100-miler. You're going to be able to do a lot of miles in this one. Now, if you're going out long packing a 200 and you need to be able to hold too much, then maybe the storage might be a little lacking here. But I think for majority of the races people are going to be doing this summer and this upcoming fall, this pack can hold it and just get the job done. You heard the good, you heard the bad, and you heard my verdict. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried the latest version of the Salomon ADV Skin 5? Do you like it? Do you love it? Be honest with me. Do you hate it? Drop a comment down below. If you haven't tried this one yet, what's holding you back? Also, let me know, what is your go-to hydration pack that you potentially want me to test? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, I appreciate all the support you have shown me. This channel has grown because of y'all. So again, remember, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and until next time, I'll see you all out on the run. Thanks for checking out this latest review. Don't forget, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and check out some of the other rad content that I've dropped out on the channel.